Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We are Baltimore Positive. We're positively in one of the positive places in Baltimore. We're at Faidley's in Lexington Market. It's all brought to you by our friends at the Maryland Lottery. I have to get a fresh one out because I've been giving the whole stack away here. This is number 76, reminds me of Joe Ehrman. Matt Gallagher is my guest here on behalf of the Maryland Lottery and our Raven scratch-offs here. One for you. I'll give you the Joe Ehrman number,
right.
76. They're lucky. 76, like 1776, like...
Big year.
Freedom, democracy. We're about to do it's not sesquit. What's it? 250. What's that? The center.
It's something like that. I can't pronounce it either.
Yeah, the tennial. Matt runs the Goldsecker Foundation after a long run inside and outside politics in the O'Malley administrations of the city and the state. He is a foodie, a little bit of a rock and roll heart as well, and
tough to keep up with you.
But more than that, on a day when the government's shutting down, I'm talking to you because you're kind of a government wonk, right? Kind of, sort of. That you would call yourself that?
It's tough to get away from. So.
Well, yeah, it is like The Godfather. So Felicia Porter was here earlier, and she had Channel 2 in the corner waiting to talk to her about what it means in the 10th District and what it means in the city, what's it mean for people. I'm at the root of I don't know how long this is going to last, as long as Trump wants to smoke the country out or until we have a civil war. I don't know what's going to happen here. But I am frightened, Matt, that 800 generals were brought together and told to perform war crimes on our citizens. That was a little over the top, even after watching all of this for 10 years. I thought last night, Tuesday night, was the night the 800 generals should have left Quantico, gone down to Congress, and did what those maniacs did climbing the walls there back on January, and said, this can't stand. And I don't know at what point the breaking point is, but shutting the government down certainly in line with authoritarianism, as I can see.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I got to get a drink.
Nah, man, go for it. Look, I mean, it's these are very challenging times. I think that democracy and federal institutions underwent a pretty rigorous stress test a few years ago. And right now, it feels like a lot of them are under siege. And, stress tests are pass-fail, sieges, you wait out, and you hope that systems hold, courts hold. And we got a very, very, very robust debate going on right now about the role of government, the role of the executive branch, the power of the presidency. And you hope we're going to come out on this on the other side doing okay. But it feels a little touch and go right now.
Well, those are talking points for me, and I guess for you, what do you think when you see it? You're smarter than me about any of this stuff, and I see it as a citizen, and I saw 800 generals sitting in a room in silence while these two blathering idiots that they could only look at in that way speak criminal language to them in front of everyone to intimidate the population. I don't even know where that goes. When those men, that you have to be a man to be a general, right, in the new Army, in the new Navy, once those people left the room, what are they saying to each other that needs to be said out loud? Because, like, all of this, we can't talk about this, we can't defy the league. I have an FCC license. If he wants it, he can come get it. But, I'm in business with the federal government. If they want to come shut me down, I have no... They're just going to do it, right? I mean, until at such point we think somebody's going to stand up for us. Who's standing up for the generals if they're not standing up for themselves? That's the part that really frightened me this week.
Look, we're in uncharted territory right now. There's a lot of norms that are being shattered.
A lot of laws being broken.
Well, it's really, really challenging time. And look, I mean, you have institutions, the Army, Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, the Navy. Coast Guard. They've been around literally for hundreds of years. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of institutional knowledge. There's a lot of backbone to rely on, and they've delivered for the country time and time again.
And there's also a Constitution.
There's that too. So you have to hope, pray, trust that these systems are going to prevail, that there's strength in numbers, there's strength in that tradition, and we can hold on. Look at that.
We're talking about democracy, and she's bringing me sandwiches. Damye Hahn is
temptation
here.
Everywhere.
You and I wanted to do heavy issues with you, and now we're going to wind up doing food.
That's okay. Probably many of your audience members would like to relieve.
Once we start eating this, I'm get this out of here because it smells too good. I'm going to start eating it. What do you think? I mean, seriously.
I think Maryland in particular is very vulnerable to a federal shutdown in terms of our workforce, our population, our tax base, all the businesses that have some type of nexus to the federal government. So one way or another, everybody should be hoping and working towards getting this resolved as soon as possible.
But what happens when the other side doesn't show up?
Well, eventually, hopefully, they're going to have to show up. And when you are issuing 70 million Social Security checks a month, when you're delivering the mail most days, there are federal services that people rely on and count on and that are part of their everyday life. And you can tolerate a little bit of disruption for a little while, but that's not going to last for long. And hopefully, there will be sufficient pressure to bring everybody to the table, get us patched over until the next crisis, and we gotta ride it out.
Well, I think the biggest crisis is the election and who's governing that. That's my biggest concern.
We're still a long way from
after
midterms.
the military was told to commit war crimes against people and maybe come into Baltimore and do that. So that concerned me. Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure you keep your FCC license, so let's keep our priorities in order. How's about that? Kidding.
Well, I've already had my license to ask John Harbaugh questions taken away, and nobody seemed to care about that. So that's my concern, is who's standing up for people, and what stands up for people in America are the courts, right? And the law. The law is what's supposed to stand up for people. But it's a sheet of paper until it's applied, correct?
That's true. Yep.
You got nothing else for me. How's Goldsecker?
Goldsekker's great. We're doing really, really well. We've had a great year of grant making. We got one more quarter to give away, probably close to another $2 million. We've got some.
Sounds like the lottery, giving away money. We doing it?
Well, you got to be a nonprofit, so you don't qualify in that.
What if I don't make any money?
There's a difference between being a not-profit and not making money.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
It's a technical difference.
Well, I'm trying to get a form. If I fill it out, you know how that works. Yeah. Tell me what Goldsecker is, because people don't even know.
We are a private foundation. We're in our 50th year. We've given away almost $150 million in those 50 years. And it's a great place to be. We're supporting 80 to 90 organizations every year who are improving neighborhoods, sending kids to better schools, providing scholarships, help.
City or all over the state?
All in the city.
All in the city.
Yep, we're very parochial that way.
I thought that. That's why you were saying all of this, and I'm like, all of this happens within 4 miles of here, 5 miles of here, pretty much.
Well, it's an 82 square mile city, if you want to get technical. So
he was part of running it at one point, so
those were fun days.
I feel like I drive 5 miles that way, 5 miles that way, 5 miles that way, and 5 miles that way, and I pretty much have it covered.
That's
maybe about
if
7.
You're right in the middle.
Maybe about
that's
7
exactly right. If you think about it as an 8x10 box, the city, you can be in any corner of the city usually within 15 to 20 minutes.
It makes it the greatest city in the world right here, Baltimore, Maryland.
100% agree.
We're at Faidley's Lexington Market. My favorite eater, Matt Gallagher, is here from Goldsecker, and my favorite server of delicious seafood things that I may or may not have eaten or may not like.
More than a server.
Damye Hahn
institution.
Is here. Oh, my God. Yeah, no, I'm chief bottle washer, server.
No, you served me the food.
Order.
I said, you serve me food, is what you do.
Yes, I
She
do.
brought it in here. She danced around, and she heard you talking about government. She's like, all right, I'm going to get out of here.
I know, I'm out.
I got to let you rant and rave. It's all brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. And I say Maryland Lottery, we have the Maryland Governor. We have the Maryland Governor's food thing, local thing. I want you to tell me about this sandwich because you won a big award for this thing.
I did.
I have not tasted it yet. Andy Ratner ordered it earlier, and he came by, and I looked at it, and I'm like,
you got to hold it up a little higher. You got to get it in. There we go.
So here's what we're going to do. This is the sandwich right here. So tell everybody what this is.
It's a crispy catfish sandwich on a brioche bun with Faidley's coleslaw, and we make a hot honey bourbon drizzle with all Maryland ingredients. So
how hot is it?
It's not that hot.
All right.
So we've got a little bit of J.O. in the breading. You've got the Faidley's coleslaw, but with and the Maryland catfish. It's the Blue Channel cat. So it's a swimming cat. It's not a muddy cat. It is absolutely delicious. It's eating up all of our crabs. It's eating up all of our rockfish. This is one of those fat Jabba the Hutt. We got to get them out of here. Yes. So we got to get them out of the.
So you're doing your part to save the crabs.
We are. So and then the hot honey bourbon drizzle. We're using McCutcheon's honey from Western Maryland. We're using a bourbon from the Eastern Shore. It's called Tobacco Barn. It's fabulous. It's from St. Mary's County, and the heat in the hot honey is Old Bay hot sauce. So how can you go wrong?
Sounds like you got the city, the suburbs, Western
do.
Maryland,
It's all
the Eastern
Maryland.
Shore represented.
Yes,
It's the
we
most
do.
geographic diverse sandwich.
There you go.
I haven't had
There you
Wes
go.
Moore on in 3 years since he's been governor, so I haven't asked him about his event. But what was the event?
The
and
event?
where was it? And like the whole thing.
It was the governor's buy local picnic or cookout. It's
So every
it's held every
morsel
year.
of food that day is Maryland grown, sourced, all of that.
It's got to be at least 70% Maryland to that you enter to cook something that's 70% Maryland. So there were 12 or 13 different restaurants from around the state.
Okay.
And we were one of them. And of course, you got to give away. It was funny because my niece calls me and she's like, Aunt Damye, the Department of Agriculture wants us to, to do this picnic, for the buy local. And I'm like, okay. I said, what do we have to do? She said, we have to give away 500 samples. And I said, well, we're not giving crab meat. So we'll do a catfish.
There you go.
So it was really pretty funny because she's like, okay. And I didn't think anything of it. I'm so busy trying to, build the other restaurant. My son and I are out in Chicago, and she calls me. We're at the National Restaurant Association show out there trying to get.
They
all the
have
stuff
that
for the
there every
restaurant.
year, right? It's a
They
big
do.
shindig.
It's huge.
Lots
It's like
of restaurateurs I know go to that thing.
football
Yeah.
fields full of equipment. So we're out there trying to, finish up everything for the restaurant. And she calls me and she's like, Aunt Damye, the recipe has to be in today. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Pressure.
So I grabbed my son and I said, let's go get a coffee. We got to make up a recipe.
You put on your chef's hat.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm like, okay, we got to make sure that whatever it is, if we win, that we can serve it here easily at the market. So I said, we'll do the catfish sandwich. We'll put it on slider buns. We'll get the Murano buns from down the street. Well, let's our friends at JO, our friends at Old Bay, let's get them both involved. Let's see. So we come up with
That's
this
like
recipe.
getting Coke and Pepsi involved. But go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but
it is what it is.
Everybody loves both of them. So
I'm
we're-
on Team Ginger. That's it.
I'm on Team Ginger too. So
Okay.
Ginger's in the breading. So
right.
anyway, we put this thing together real quick and send it in, and I'm not thinking anything of it until July 15th because we have to serve them on July 16th. So July 16th, we're down at the Department of Agriculture in Annapolis. We're giving out these things right and
Oh, this
left.
thing's happening at the Department of Agriculture.
Yes.
Okay.
It's out front. They have this, everybody's set up in booths, and the governor comes and he literally goes from place to place to place.
And he picks it.
And well, no, they each eat. He tastes each one, but it's the People's Choice Award. That's why the plate says People's Choice.
Okay.
So everybody who attended, everybody gets one red ticket. So they try everything, and then their red ticket they put
I wonder
into
how many
their
of these people
favorite.
before when they got it said, "I ain't eating no catfish." I don't.
A lot of people, because
Right,
we
'cause-
were like, "Come on up, try it."
'cause my wife's like that with
I want
catfish.
I don't want catfish, and then they taste it and they're like, "Oh gosh,
That's good.
that's really good," and it was fun. So we ended up winning the buy local competition for the People's Choice Award. That's what that dish is over there.
Right
It
on.
says 2025 People's Choice Award, and it gave us a
That's
golden
like the
ticket.
Stanley Cup. It's the West Cup.
Yes.
Okay,
So, and it was fun because Westmore he did come over and whisper in my ear, say that was really effing good.
Right.
And he had to eat all of them, obviously.
He had to
So,
eat everything. He says he doesn't eat for a couple of days before he comes there, so he can try everything. So, but anyway, we got a golden ticket to the World Food Championships. So next week we're going to go and take our Maryland catfish
No, don't
to Indianapolis.
Not
and
there.
Yes, we are.
How in the hell is the World Food Championships being held?
It is.
How much are they paying for that in Indianapolis?
I do not know, but they're going to have the Food Network and everybody there, and it's.
Did you ever think you'd grow up and get to go to Indianapolis?
I thought I'd never have to go back.
I've been to Indianapolis.
I have to go back.
My favorite part of Indianapolis?
What?
Leaving.
Oh,
Right? Yeah. So
I'm sure they're very nice people there.
I'm sure they are too. I have some friends up there, so I'll get to see my friends. But we're
Okay.
going to go up, and Will and I will go up on the 15th and compete. And we'll see where the Maryland catfish lands.
Matt Goldsecker is here. Damye Hahn is here. We're at Faidley's. It's all brought to you by our friends at the Maryland Lottery. We're pimping our catfish. Get down here and order it along with the cat. Well, I did shrimp salad last month and the fried oysters. phenomenal here. My two favorite things. I also love the mac and cheese. I love the cucumber salad, but I haven't had this yet. Now, Matt, you worked for Martin O'Malley for a number of years, and when I had the governor at the old Faidley's about 6-7 years ago, he came by when he had his Smarter Government book, all the charts and stuff, and I brought him on and I asked him, I said, what are you most proud of all the things you did? And he talked about the bay.
With you in a minute.
Oh,
he
yeah.
talked about Chesapeake Bay and cleaning it up and all of that. Meantime, she tells me stories beginning 2 summers ago that these catfish are coming into the bay. So I think you have a little thing with Wes and with the state. This is an important
It's huge.
political issue, food issue, bay issue, ecology issue, crab issue, oyster issue, baby fish issue. These knuckleheads came up to Virginia. Do you know about this? Do you know the story?
Which part?
Well, they put the catfish in the water that don't belong here, right?
Yes.
You do know about
Fishery
this.
management is
See?
a
I
very,
knew we were
very
letting go.
complex
See?
issue.
Go ahead.
So-
Let's talk about it.
No, I mean, look, it's a shared asset. It's not just Maryland.
Right.
You know, controlling the
fish
Chesapeake
come into
Bay.
our water, right?
Exactly. And you put like the sports fishermen on one side, you put the commercial fishermen on another, you put the conservationists on another, you put the farmers on another, you put
And
the
it's-
land use people.
That's why I bring him on.
There are
Dude.
so
big
How
many.
you would know about this?
It's like an octagon in terms of the sides of this thing and the angles on the issue.
Well, here's where I come at it. I come at it as jackass citizen from Dundalk that lives in Towson as Baltimore Positive and say, how do we have giant Jabba the Hutt catfish eating up all the baby crabs in the middle of the Chesapeake? How did we allow that to happen? How did that government allow that to happen? That maybe not the snakeheads, right? That was some jackwagons putting these in the water. But we invited this, so now we
Yep.
got to eat it, right?
Now we got to eat it.
We got to eat it.
And
So
we got
this
to
is
eat
a
it.
creative solution.
Yes.
That's
And
that's my point.
we got to get even more creative because we got to get this out of there.
What
and
I've
quick.
started to see at bars and stuff, and maybe this is the True Blue people, or maybe Westmore's people, or some remnants of the O'Malley administration or the Hogan administration that cares about these kinds of things. I'm at a lot of restaurants now. Catfish bites
Yeah.
are like an app. They're a thing.
Yeah, they should.
They
be.
only stay a thing if people order them.
Correct.
Because we
Correct.
don't want a bunch of rotten catfish in the kitchen.
Well,
places.
there's all kinds of great things that we're discovering too. The catfish skins are probably some of the finest form of collagen available. So
Well, that I
there's-
did not know.
Oh,
That's why
yes.
I bring smarter people to
So
be on the show.
there's some people, and Virginia is really hitting that one hard. University of Virginia, Virginia Tech are really trying to figure out what they can do with these catfish skins because the collagen and the use of collagen is great for all types of health and even cosmetic issues. So the collagen from that catfish skin, it doesn't have a scale on it. It's just it's full of collagen. So that's one of the other things that we can use this catfish for and get it out quickly. So
All right, Dave.
we're hoping to get a lot more awareness
Sure.
so that we can literally build more plants, get more fishermen out there fishing for it, and it's all about, you put $1 on it, and those fishermen are fish for it.
Well, has it become
let's get it.
something that when the fishermen can get it out of the water, that people like you want to buy it? That matters if people want to order
Not
it.
fast enough.
Right
Okay,
on.
so they're getting creative. The smoked catfish is amazing. They're getting creative with using it for school systems, prisons, the military. I mean, so that we can get massive quantities out. If we could even export it, we'd be better
Well, you
off.
gotta. The
People get
biggest thing-
tired of cod.
Well, I would say the thing
we
is
got catfish
you
for
gotta
now.
make it
A
taste
catfish
good.
is
though.
delicious.
You gotta make it taste
Absolutely,
good.
absolutely.
Do you like fish?
Love
I'm going to
fish.
grab a knife so
All
I
the
can cut
time.
that.
All right, go ahead, grab a knife.
Yeah.
I'll pot that down. Damye Hahn's here. She's jumping off the set for a minute. I'm going to have some fun with her because I do want to talk about it. You're a foodie. What is your palate on these things when you go to places? Because I did the oyster tour last year because of her, because she brought me fried oysters a couple years ago, and I'm not a guy that would go into a restaurant. Oysters are on almost every menu in the state in some way or another, most places. I never get to them because I'll get a steak, I'll get a burger, I'll get the ribs, I'll get a crab cake, I'll get an app. I eat a lot of vegetables.
Look at that. You got to grab a piece. You got to grab a bite.
I'm going to get into this. If he starts eating, he can't talk. Let him talk.
Just admiring
I
the
want
work.
him to. It's going to be too cold. Just take a bite. You don't have to eat the whole thing.
It's steam coming off of it.
I
Look,
know. Take a bite.
Look at this.
It's so beautiful.
All right.
Take a bite because you gotta eat it while it's
hot.
hot.
Go ahead, Matt.
It's better.
Here, you eat, and I'm going to talk to Damye about
Okay.
something. So, I was down in the Caribbean a couple weeks ago, kind of quietly, okay? And I'm at a pool bar where they have a grill, and
Very well seasoned. That's great.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
you said well seasoned. You said seasoned. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. That leads me right into where I want to
Yeah.
go. So I'm down in the islands, and I had two choices: jerk chicken, which I usually get, but I saw somebody eating fish. And I looked at him like, all right, I'm in the Caribbean, it's fish, whatever. And I got a piece of it, and I never went back to the jerk chicken. Like the next 3 days at the pool, I'm like, I want to get some more of that fish. That fish is good.
Right.
She's always trying to get me to eat more fish. I'm always trying
Eat
to get
more
my
fish.
wife
So
to
much
eat
better for you.
more fish, right? Fish is
Omega-3s, right?
Yes, omega-3 is great for your joints. Hey, as we get older, we need it.
I'm just being frank with you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking because you're a fish market.
Yes.
You're the fish. Tell
Yes.
about Catonsville real quick.
Okay,
Fishmonger's daughter.
I'm a fishmonger's daughter.
You are?
My mother's a fishmonger's daughter. We're all fishmongers' daughters here, so yes, that's going to be the name of the new Faidley's extension.
What's a
which is
fishmonger? People don't know what mongers are.
Somebody who sells fish.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's make sure.
It's a fish
It's a
salesman.
funny name.
Fishmonger.
Monger.
Yeah. So
It's an old-fashioned name.
Yes. So, and of course, we sold fish. We weren't really a restaurant. We were a fish market. So we've been selling fish, for 140 years. So the new place out in Catonsville, hopefully we will have some type of a soft opening by the end of the year. We've had one building delay after another. The building's 100 years old. So it had a lot of gremlins.
That's
really
new construction in Baltimore City. Come on.
Oh my God!
It's county.
No, in Baltimore City, 100 years old is new construction.
It is.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
not
Well,
Baltimore
we've been here
County.
a while.
Right.
We burned down a couple times and put it back together again. So when is it going to be open? Can I come
hopefully-
Christmas Eve and
I
drink
hope
an
so.
eggnog at the bar?
I hope so. That's our plan.
All right.
So,
Fingers crossed.
but it will be for the first month. It's going to be reservation only. So once we get it up on the website, it'll be reservation only, just to give us a month of just knowing what we're doing, making sure that everybody is served
opening.
properly. Yeah, and then we'll have our grand opening after the first of the year.
All right.
And what'll be
We'll be
your
doing that.
biggest selling fish there?
Catfish, hopefully.
I am going to literally be serving a lot of fish. I want fish to have a resurgence. Everywhere you go, I'm so tired of opening up a menu and seeing, a farm raised this and farm raised that. It's all controlled and farmed. We have such wonderful wild caught products like this catfish, like the rockfish, and just the amount of sword, tuna, everything that comes through up and down the East Coast that are just fabulous fish, and nobody serves them.
Well, that's what I was going to say
And
about
I
fish.
want to have it. I want to have. We're going to have a daily headfish. We're going to have daily catch of the day, plus all of our staples. So we're going to have a lot of fish.
Yeah, fish in a name. Right. Fishmonger's
Of course.
daughter.
We're going to have fish, but we'll have a steak on the menu. We'll have chicken on the menu because Maryland's known for fried chicken. We got to have fried chicken. We have chicken.
I
we're
can't
gonna
wait
have,
to taste. I've never had your fried chicken.
Oh.
Have you ever served fried chicken here?
No,
Never.
no. But we will at the Fishmonger's daughter because we're going to have a big event space. We'll have the upstairs has a 5,000 square foot event space.
That's big.
So I can put 400 people up there, and then we have a 1,500 square foot outdoor deck with a beautiful fireplace, bluestone patio. It'll be amazing. So we're going to be able to serve a lot more than we do down here. And of course, the crab cake will be the featured item, but I can't serve crab cakes forever unless we get rid of this catfish. And that is the honest God truth, because the crabs aren't going to be around.
Well, this is where I want to get to the fish thing, because my wife doesn't love all fishes. So, I come down today, and I'm like, I'm bringing some fish home tonight, and I'm going to tell you why. I was in the Caribbean, got this fish, and it was so tasty, because I'm staring at the Caribbean, and I'm eating fish. It seems normal. To your point, and even your point, we go out to restaurants, steak, lamb, this, that, whatever. Can I trust the fish in this joint, right? You think that a lot of times, too. How long has that fish been there? Maybe some salmon or something like that, but my wife likes sushi, but she rarely eats fish. And you've had me take hake home, rockfish home, flounder. You sent me home a lot of fish. She's rarely had anything at home that she doesn't like when she makes it at home. And you sent seasoning. What's on that? Is that just salt and pepper, or what is that?
No, that's a cornmeal breading because we always do corn because so many people are gluten free, but that has that one there has some JO in it.
So it is a little spicier than maybe your fried oysters would be, right? Different
yes,
little batter.
Fried oysters have this sea salt and pepper.
So the way they were preparing this fish in the Caribbean, it was a flat griddle. They were doing burgers, and they had jerk chicken or whatever. It was a little pool bar, and this fish was delicious. And I finally went up to the chef on the third day. He said, "You ordered a lot of fish, man," and I'm like, "It's really good." And I was watching him put it onto the griddle, and they had it in this, but it was paste. It was like a fish paste, and I'm like, "What is that?" And he shows me the spice. He's like, "You can get this at the airport, man."
So what kind of fish was it?
I don't even know.
Jesus.
It was a white fish. I don't even know.
It could have been anything. It could have been snapper. It could have been a grouper.
It was in that range. It was that kind of
sheephead. It could have been anything that they have.
Yeah.
Swimming around.
I asked about the seasoning, and he told me this is island spice fish seasoning here. So I haven't even opened it yet. It still has like the little lid on it, I think.
We just spent 20 minutes talking about invasive species, and what do? You
Well,
come to Faidley's and you bring some out of market.
What I want to do is put this on the fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I
put that on fish.
Salt, sugar, Jamaican pimento, fennel, garlic, black pepper, celery, cumin, citric acid. Contains no wheat.
Nice.
So we have the award-winning sandwich. Best everybody in the whole state, and
No,
your idea is I'm going to
best.
enhance it by
give me a bite
throwing,
of the damn thing.
there we
Give me
go.
a bite of
Thank you.
this.
Thank
Seriously.
you. You know,
No,
why
I-
just smack him around a little
Ingrate.
bit. I
Jesus.
will sell him some fish that he can take home with his spices. Yeah. Because
There's got to be a good childhood book we can send him with him too that says here are the different kinds of fish Nestor could eat.
There's hundreds of fish. You're just making my mouth
You're
full.
not being consistent.
Good
I'm
though,
sorry.
isn't
You're making my mouth full. That's delicious.
That is delicious.
It's really, really good.
It is really delicious. So we've been
really
selling
delicious.
we've been selling these catfish sandwiches so everybody can come in and get a really good crispy catfish sandwich.
I just want to taste the seasoning on the catfish. That's all.
It's just
I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just telling you, I'm taking fish home
but he's
because I have
getting the
this.
seasonings from the coleslaw, he's getting the seasonings from the batter, and he's also getting seasonings from the sauce. The sauce has shallots and garlic and butter and Old Bay hot sauce.
Shallots, really?
Yes. So
wanna
the
taste
sauce
that.
and the bourbon. I mean, you know, how can you go wrong with the bourbon? And
Right.
it's actually got apple cider in it, and it's really delicious.
I'm gonna be like the clown from the Barstool who does the pizza. I did one bite. It's really delicious.
It is really delicious.
I mean, now I know I won. It's delicious. It's crispy. It's fresh.
yeah.
It's
Great
got like a lot
flavors.
going on in there.
Uh-huh.
The same thing you said.
No, it's great. I mean, I'm here all the time, and I always get a crab cake. I would never think I'm going to order
down.
Right,
at first.
No, he turned it down 3 times. And you know what he said? I've already had 2 Faidley's crab cakes this week. Right?
I did.
That's the truth.
I did.
He said
Well,
he
I
was
like that. I like that.
You had tourists in
I
here,
like
right?
that.
You had visitors, right?
We had friends in town, and what we always do is we come here and we get crab cakes. I mean, we take them home and put them in the oven, and then we usually get some smoked mussels from Neapol, which is a couple blocks that
Right.
way.
That's his place.
That's another place. We had some smoked shrimp, too. It was great.
You love smoked seafood.
I do, but I mean, I love seafood, period.
Yeah.
You know, I like
And smoked
smoked,
flavor is awesome.
grilled, you name it. Raw.
I wouldn't say that I love all kinds of fish. I like fish when it's prepared in a way.
Yeah.
I always ask, what's the seasoning? What are we doing? How are you frying it? Or what do you? This paste thing, when they flat griddled it, I would never have thought of that.
But
So
what
all I
seafood
thought
do you
about-
not like? Like, what fish do you say, nah, I don't want that?
Is it fishy fish?
Fishy fish.
Okay. So
Oily and fishy fish.
Yeah,
My
but-
wife won't eat it, so therefore I'm not bringing it home. And I would not order in a restaurant because there's 10 things above it, including your crab cakes, including your shrimp salad, that I
Well-
would get before I would get to a fish that is not, like I love flounder,
I know, but it's amazing. There are things that every fish is good fresh. Every fish is good fresh. So even the oily fish, like a bluefish or a mackerel, they're delicious fresh. Or on the other end, if they are smoked, This catfish smoked is killer. It's unbelievable. So Tillman Island Seafood is putting together it's a smoked catfish dip. I served it at Bourbon and Bow Ties. I had a freaking line. People kept coming back. I had to actually give a container to one of the women because she said, "Oh my God, it's the best thing I've ever had."
See, you know when it's good when you're at one of these events. I'm doing Maritime Magic, which
got
is
the long line.
It's a great
Got a long
chance.
line, and everybody wants it.
Chance for me to promote Maritime Magic because I'm doing Maritime Magic Friday night with Living Classrooms Foundation. When you see the line and you're the restaurateur and everybody's coming back for seconds, that's a winner. That's when you know you have the award-winning catfish sandwich.
And we had the catfish dip on a cucumber round with some fresh dill and a little bit of smoked paprika.
That sounds delicious.
And I'm telling you, people were grabbing it, and I had crab dip right next to it. Now the crab dip went.
Say that again. What is this again?
Okay, it was a smoked catfish dip. I will
see
give
right
you
off the bat. My wife ain't touching that because it says smoked catfish. You know what I mean? So she won't eat. It's not she won't try
I thought
it.
I had you taste some. It had bacon with it.
I liked it.
Yes, but if you
like
serve it
better.
on a cucumber with, like I said, fresh dill, we had smoked paprika on it. It was delicious. It was refreshing. You know, it's something different, and that's what we're just trying to do. We're trying to promote this catfish in order to save the crab, save the rockfish, and serve it in ways that people are going to enjoy it.
All right, first time I do the
delicious.
show in Catonsville at the Fishmonger's Daughter in early 26, I'm going to have Matt come out to the county, which he doesn't do much, and we're going to do a whole. Listen, it's 3 months out on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow you all to do a fishification.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We're going to do here's what we'll do. The crab cake tour that day, it'll be the fish tour. Instead, we won't even talk about crab cakes. We'll pretend I've never heard of a Faidley's crab cake that day.
Well,
all right?
The crab cakes will be there, but we'll do fish. We'll do fish. We'll do
I'm
oysters.
excited. I'm
You like
excited.
that?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean, you're mad at me because I brought a spice because I wanted to show
It's an
her.
invasive species. That's what, I'm
Yeah.
just,
This is invasive.
Yeah, that's invasive.
No, it's a spice from the islands.
You don't need to coach anybody at Faidley's up on how to season their fish.
No. He's coming for our fresh fish. So I'm going to send him in with fresh fish that he can duplicate his recipe
The
with.
real reason I brought this, it was shtick on the radio, because I said to my wife on the way out the door, "Honey, I'm going to Faidley's today. You want me to bring you anything home?" And she would say, "Yeah, bring me a crab cake," because you're her favorite crab cake. My friends at Costas and Cookers, they don't like it, but you're her favorite crab cake by far. So I will bring her a crab cake home tonight. We were supposed to go to Buffalo tomorrow and Toronto and all this. We're not. We're home all weekend. So I said to her, "Hey, I'm going to bring some fish home tonight." She looked at me like this, and I'm like, no. Remember the fish paste, the thing down in the islands? I'm going to take this, and I'm going to read about the salt, the sugar, the Jamaican pimento, fennel, garlic, black pepper, celery, cumin, and citric acid, and say to Damye, which fish should I take home?
Sure.
So I saw the rockfish there.
The rockfish is gorgeous today.
That's where I
take
was.
the rockfish.
I'm not putting this on salmon.
No,
I'm not putting this on a
fantastic.
scallop.
You're going to put it on Maryland Rock. That's from just down the
And
street.
I was taught this Jamaican chef with a hat and a patois told me about the rub and all that, so I'm excited about it.
I mean,
That's
you're going to
all.
do it in the oven, pan-sear? Like, what's the...
Pan-sear is what the way he did it, so that's the way I'm going to do it.
Can you execute? That's the question.
Well, my wife loves the grill, and it is 72 degrees and sunny. And,
Okay.
So if she can put it on the grill, she might like it better on the grill.
All right.
So I don't know.
There you go.
But
There you go.
I bought fish seasoning. I thought you'd be freaking proud of me, man. I bought fish seasoning. Which,
There you go.
what happens after you
As
buy
long
fish
as
seasoning?
you
What's
buy
it?
fish.
You buy
Yeah.
fish.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Eat more
so
fish.
everybody
God.
can come and get
You
more
still love
fish.
me?
Yes, I still love you.
You still annoying me?
And
Yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
can come get fresh fish at Faidley's. Yes.
Fresh fish FFF. There we
Yes.
go.
Yes.
I love you
Sounds
all.
Good.
Thanks for coming
You too.
on.
Cool.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming by, man.
Absolutely. Totally.
Now you can
Thank
finish
I
your
text
sandwich.
him on Sunday, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Matt, you want to come down and do the show?" Faidley, yeah, yes, right away, before the rave, yes. And I'm like, well, he'll want a crab cake. He comes in, I'm like, I had just ordered a crab cake, and I'm like, this is great. I'm going to have 10, 15 minutes to eat it. Gallagher shows up, turns it down twice, because he's already had 2 crab cakes from Faidley's this week. Alicia's, I'm bringing you one. He inhaled it. He ate it before I could even eat mine. And so I fed you. You're happy?
I'm very happy.
I'm going to give you the other half of the sandwich. I feel upside down in this relationship with Matt. So, all right.
There we are. All good.
All right.
Sounds
Government
good. Thank
shutdown.
you.
Crab
We're
cakes and
opening.
fish.
Maryland Crab Cake Tour is presented by our friends at the Maryland Lottery. I have Raven Scratch also give away. We're going to be at Costas in Timonium on Monday. I don't know where I'm going to be later on in the month because it's my birthday, and I'm trying to do something fun. I don't even know what that means. I'm getting too old to not have any fun. I am Nestor. We are WNST, AM 1570. Towson, Baltimore. We never stop talking. Faidley's in Baltimore Positives.